Alright, let's talk about Trap. This is the latest M. Night Shyamalan movie, and I am a huge M. Night fan, honestly. I even like old. And, I think Lady in the Water gets a little bit too much hate. It has some amazing shots in it. But let's talk about the 2024 psychological thriller that is Trap. Before we get any further into it, subscribe, hit the notification, please. Let's get to 33,000 tonight. But let's talk about this movie, which stars Josh Hartnett. You also have Saleka Shyamalan as Lady Raven, who of course is Shyamalan's daughter. You also have Kid Cudi in this? I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to be watching it on Thursday because I don't think I got invited to any screening, but whatever. The plot follows a serial killer evading a large presence of police officers while attending a pop music star's concert with his daughter. Cooper, played by Josh Hartnett, is a serial killer dubbed the Butcher who is currently holding a victim hostage. He then joins his daughter Riley at a concert for pop star Lady Raven, who is played by Saleka Shyamalan, who I've said is Shyamalan's daughter. An event that he learns is a trap set by the police to catch him. So first and foremost, what do we know about this? So from the trailer itself, it seems that Cooper had no idea what was going on until he talked to somebody working at the venue, and they said all of these police here, it's a trap. They're trying to catch this guy, the Butcher. And we see that Cooper is going to do whatever it takes from what we've seen from other videos and other stills to try and evade and get out of this. So the trailer, man, the trailer was one of the best things, honestly. Like when we first got the trailer, I was excited. Backtrack. When we first got the footage at CinemaCon and we heard the description, mind blown. Shyamalan was bringing us something beautiful. Now, I don't care that the twist or whatever you think got revealed in the trailer, because I don't think it was ever a twist. It is the plot of the movie, and I think that that's totally fine. Do we think there's going to be more twists in this movie? Possibly, but M. Night has said that it's straightforward from here, but who knows? We'll see what happens with that. But what I thought was really interesting is that M. Night talked about a real life trap apparently did happen in our real life, which I thought was very interesting to talk about. So let's get into that in a bit right here. So in 1985, there was a operation where it was called Operation Flagship. It says a notorious sting operation carried out by the United States government to capture hundreds of fugitives on the run. They sent them free tickets to a Washington Redskins Cincinnati Bengals game, and that resulted in the arrest of 101 people. I'll talk more about that in another video because I think it's such an interesting story. So that will be probably out later this week. But this is a real, honestly, crazy plot here, right? The police want to catch a serial killer, so they get him to a concert and they're going to do it there with a ton of other people here that are probably going to get hurt, as we've seen from the trailer, because one woman gets pushed down the stairs and there's a clip of it happening as well. Another woman, it seems some glass is going to shatter in her face, all because Cooper's trying to find a way out. Will this just take place in this concert venue? I was thinking that like the whole time when I first heard about this movie. Can we make a movie that just feels we're just at a concert? Concert movies are popular right now. Taylor Swift concert movie, the Beyonce movie, and we're probably going to see a ton of other ones before it starts to fizzle out, which I think it already has. But we are definitely going to be moving away from the concert though, because I've seen some other clips, as you can see in screenshots, where we have Cooper in his home, and Cooper has more family actually. There is a wife and there is actually a son involved here. And now in these pictures you see that Cooper looks a bit distraught, and you see a limousine behind the family. And what I thought was interesting about that is I didn't know where that limousine came from or didn't pay any attention when I saw this picture first. Then I found some other clips and I saw some other pictures, and I saw that then we are going to see Cooper and Lady Raven meet up at some point. And that limousine is actually what I think Lady Raven's limousine is. My theory here, and I'm just going to go out and say it, is that Cooper will find a way to sort of infiltrate Lady Raven's team and become sort of a bodyguard of sorts, and maybe get it in his daughter's mind that, hey, I'm going to take you backstage to meet Lady Raven. And that's how it's going to happen. Or I also believe that we could see a thing where Cooper will threaten Lady Raven and say, you know what, you got to let me do this, got to get out of here, or I'm going to kill you right here, right now. We do hear also that he talks to Lady Raven in one of the clips where he says that monsters are real, when she's saying that monsters aren't real. So I do think that that is going to be Cooper's escape plan when it comes to the concert, and then we're ultimately going to see him try and clean up all of the evidence. The police, however, seem to arrive at his house at one point, as you can see in these clips here. So we could have a definite sort of standoff by the end of the movie that is going to be insane. Now let's talk some wild theories that I've seen on the internet, through Reddit, Twitter, all these other things, YouTube comments and stuff like that. One big thing I keep seeing come up is that people think this is sort of expanding the M. Night Shyamalan universe. As we know with the film, we did have one with Glass and of course Unbreakable, and then more than recently the James McAvoy starred film, which is Split, where we saw all of these universes come together. Could we see a possibility of maybe there's something else happening here? And the big theory is, and I'm gonna say it, it sounds crazy, is people are saying, this isn't my theory by the way, that the kid from The Sixth Sense is actually gonna be entrapped and was the one who led the FBI to that place where the Butcher was. Apparently this was not a sting operation set up by the FBI. They just got word in a tip that the Butcher is there because the kid from The Sixth Sense, now a grown-up of course, told them that the Butcher was going to be there. Could that be a possibility? What do y'all think about that? It was so crazy I had to talk about it. But that's everything we know so far about the film. We don't know that Cooper is the Butcher. That's what it says in the synopsis. I've heard some people say that maybe he's another killer and maybe that they're looking for the Butcher there, but he's scared that they're going to try and get him as well. But I don't think that's the case. I think Cooper is legit the Butcher and he's just going to try and escape. Especially the way that M. Night has talked about this film, it sounds pretty straightforward, and I would not think that he wants to stray from what already is being revealed. And I'm curious to see if this is a bigger lore build-up to something that M. Night has already cooked up before, because that could be an interesting take as well. But let me know what you think about that in the comments down below, and if you're excited for this film or not. I will be watching it this Thursday or Friday hopefully, and I will be getting my review out for you as soon as I can, as well as my thoughts on the film with spoilers and all of that. So if you want more of that, make sure you subscribe, comment below your thoughts and opinions. What do you think about these theories on the internet about the kid from The Sixth Sense being in it and being the one that captures Cooper as the Butcher? What do you think about the possibilities of Butcher not actually being Cooper, but Cooper's still a killer? And one of my favorite ones that I heard is that what if the Butcher, who is Cooper, is doing all of these killings for his daughter, who's actually a monster, and the daughter doesn't know they're a monster. He's doing this in order to feed her these humans, and that's why he's just like very scared that the people are gonna find out what exactly is his daughter. So I don't know, that's another possibility there, but we are going to be watching it in a couple of days, so our theories will be laid to rest pretty soon, and we're excited to find out what it will be. But as always, if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit that subscribe button, follow us on our website www.culturalelixir.com, as well as our Instagram at itsculturalelixir, and I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.